Hello, human peoples. You're listening to the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. To support us and gain access to great exclusive podcasts like Fox Mulder is a Maniac, Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Star Trek The Next Futurama, and our latest show, Spiel Boys, head over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. We do game streaming, movie nights with our patrons every Friday night, and you can even commission your own podcast about anything you want. Literally anything, within reason, and we have to do it. You are quite frankly out of excuses not to go visit patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.
Hypecast mit Tom Reimann und David Bell.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
For another episode
Hi.
of Hypecast!
Hypecast.
It's the show where we get hyped about stuff and things. I'm your co-host, Tom Ryman.
I'm your other co-host, David Bell.
If you can't tell who I am yet, I'm Video Drew. Drew Grant.
Drew.
Hey!
Hey!
Welcome.
Welcome.
How are
Thank you. I'm doing good. Just making some changes, doing some life stuff, but otherwise doing pretty good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Well, thanks for being
Moving
on the
some
show.
Stuff around.
Thanks for having me. This is
Of
my
course.
first of two podcasts I'm doing today, so I'm really excited.
Oh, rad.
Ooh.
Same,
Yeah.
actually, for me and Dave.
Yeah.
Feels good
We're
when you have
cranking 'em.
feels good when you have like a list of podcasts just in your
Yeah.
calendar, and you're like, yeah, I'm popular.
I'm casting today.
Yeah.
It's a casting day.
It's
Yeah.
a casting day.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being on. Do you want to at the start of this tell people where they can find you?
Yeah, sure. Guys, I'm
Yeah.
going to start an OnlyFans. So that's going to be
Woohoo.
cool. It's going to be Video Drew. It's going to be pretty tasteful. But yeah, me and my partner both lost our jobs last week. So that's the way we're going to go.
Yeah.
That sucks. But we're also launching our own Patreon for the non-sexy stuff. That's going to be the Reactorverse. So go check that out. We're going to do reactions, but we're going to continue doing what we did at our last job, which interviews with reactors and cool people across the whole realm of the internet. So that's like you guys and a bunch of other great people. Patrick
Yes,
Willem was one of our
cool.
guests. So we're going to continue doing that and maybe go
Awesome.
back even to our quizzes that we used to love doing. So yeah, check us out when we launch.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I had forgotten about that.
2 years of like 150 quizzes. We're relaunching that.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not awesome that you and your
I'm
partner
actually feeling
lost
good
your
about
jobs,
it.
but
I'm feeling good about it. I mean,
cool.
the money sucks, but
Yeah.
I feel good not to have a boss anymore. I'm done. I'm done with bosses. I'm
Bosses, yeah.
Yeah.
done. Hiding my light under a bushel is what that is. Tom, having been a coworker of mine, knows exactly what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody check that stuff out.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
no bosses.
No bosses.
They'll never take us alive.
No.
No bosses or kings. Only podcasters.
I'm getting that as a tattoo.
Yeah, please get Starlight to make that as a shirt. That's great.
Yeah. Well, you like movies?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool. We like movies.
Yes.
Cool.
So do I.
It's like a great first date.
Yeah.
So you like
Um,
movies?
Listen, it's important to
This is
start
going really
Hypecast
well.
with that question.
Right, because one day we are going to get somebody that's just
Yeah.
like,
It's
no.
like, not really.
No.
It's-
And that'll be a very special time
it's-
where every trailer they'll be like, I don't really have an opinion on this.
Yeah. I don't understand what this is.
I'm more of a music
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, well, eventually
Like, what
we
is
will
this?
get somebody that has just never heard of movies before.
Right. We're like,
You're
so
gonna
the
bring on the
pictures, they
Amish.
move.
Yeah.
Ideally. Or an alien. We'll get an
Or-
ET down here somehow.
Or my mom's boyfriend, Paul. That'd also be a good one.
Shout out
Oh,
to
is he a
Paul.
time traveler? Because
No.
a time traveler would be a good one, too.
He's like a guy from the 60s with like undiagnosed autism. So he just sits there and watches his like 1940s documentaries about World War II pretty exclusively in his
Ooh.
K-dramas, and he doesn't watch films.
His
Tom's
K-dramas as
face.
well.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about that palette. That's
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
He knows what he
Yeah.
likes.
He does, and he really doesn't like anything being different from that. So if you guys ever try to have Paul on, just be forewarned, he won't want to talk about movies.
I mean, we will have Paul on. We
Yeah.
have to.
We have to, yeah.
Yeah, he loves trains.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
But before we get
Trains
started,
are cool. Have you seen a train? Sweet.
my mom, so we have high-speed rail going through my hometown, and my mom gets so excited for it that one time she pulled over to watch it go by, and a cop intervened because they thought she was going to jump because she was so excited for the train. Because it was like, which I just think is a very funny thing to have to explain
hanging over
to a
the
cop.
edge of the bridge
I'm
or
like,
something.
no, I just
Yeah.
really wanted to see the train.
I like the tweet recently that's like me walking into a train station trying to keep off of RFK lists. Oh, that sucks. Like, oh, this place sucks.
Well, listen, before we talk about movies, we do have some patrons to thank.
Sorry, I just like the idea. Your mom standing in front of like a train crossing, and then this cop like sprinting up and tackling her out of the way.
Just body checking her, yeah.
Don't do it.
Man, what are you doing? You have so much to live for. And she's
Yeah.
like, I just
Being
like
a
the
hero.
train.
Just like trains.
Yeah, he thought he was going to be a hero that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trains are neat. Again,
Yeah.
they're neat. I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, steam power. That's great.
Yeah.
It's like if we'd gone in a different direction, we would have gone
We would
to
have
a
gone
total
steampunk.
Yeah, we got steampunk.
Yeah.
We'd be
But
living in the
anyway.
clouds.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Dirigibles would be so much more important to our daily lives.
Man, dirigibles. A rigid dirigible, if you could live in one of those, we would have those instead of condos, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Your seaside dirigible. Oh my god, that sounds like a
Mhm.
Joanna Newsom song. I love it.
Just fill it with helium. You're good to
You're
go.
wrong. You're wrong.
Let's thank some
Or
producers.
hydrogen.
Starting with our wonderful producer at Nerd Numbers was glad to talk wrestling with Dave and Jeff. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to at Ravages of the Scourge. There's deathcore and death metal there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to Chew. Thank you. Thank you to Zero Charisma.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you to 2001 A Space McNulty Odyssey.
Thank you.
Thank you to A Thumb in the Honeydew.
Mm.
Thank you to Aaron Burser.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to A. J.
Thank you.
Thank
All right.
you.
Let me take over here. Thank you to Andrew. Drew deserves more hype. McGuire.
Thank you.
Thank you to Andrew. Howe demands a single act of kindness.
Thank you.
Thank
It
you.
was. Thank you to Asking Seven.
Thank you.
Thank you to Ballet Karate Hulk.
Thank you.
Thank you to BLT22 EWHVIS-B.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you to Bootler Bootlison.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
to Brian
you.
who Tom knows.
Thank you.
And thank you to Brockway loves the meat Millie.
Mhm.
Always.
Thank
Thank
you.
Always. If you're stuck on what to get for him,
Yep. Now you know.
now you know.
Our first trailer, folks,
Movies.
is Predator Badlands.
Yes. Yay.
Predator Badlands from the director of Prey. We
Mhm.
we covered his other animated Predator.
Yeah.
This is the live action. It is
Which is
it
coming to
looks like-
IMAX, not just theaters.
Yeah. No, fuck
Fucking
that Hulu
IMAX.
shit. Yeah. I appreciate
They
this
learned
trailer
their
being
goddamn lesson.
like- yeah.
Take it and you like it.
This-
Yeah. Oh
Looks
shit.
like-
Oh shit. People really liked this.
Just seeing all that money go down the drain.
Yeah. Like quickly putting the DVD out. Fuck.
What are you talking about? There's no hard media for this.
There
there's
sure
no
is.
media.
I've got a copy of
Oh,
Prey.
really?
Yes.
I
Prey.
have a poster
Yeah.
for Prey. I love it.
They definitely put it on disc.
Yeah,
The
they once they
demand
realized
was
what they
there.
had,
Yeah.
yeah, they were like, we fucked up. So, like, they honestly they should have just said, fuck it, let's put it like do a theatrical release too. But this is
I
good
probably
too.
would have gone.
Yeah,
But yeah,
This
no,
is,
this looks awesome.
yeah. Is this on the Predator planet?
It's hard to tell. It's definitely on an alien planet.
Yeah,
And
You guys-
it looks like it's kind of at least partially based on the first Alien versus Predator comics from the early 90s.
That's awesome. But I mean, like, is the one from the Predators, is that their planet, or is that just like another planet that they were hosting games
I think
at?
I think it's just like one of their party planets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like one of their fuck around planets.
Yeah, it wasn't their planet. It sort of depends on what canon we're, because also the Predator movie cinematic universe, at this point, it's like, who fucking knows? You know, like, does this take place in the same universe as as you know, the Predator, as Predators? They could. That's the funny thing. They all could, because they're all
fairly
very
consistent. It's not, yeah.
It's just funny to me because this does feel like there's a little Easter egg. You see the ID4 alien skull.
Well, there's another big Easter egg. You saw that Elle Fanning is playing a Wayland Yutani synth.
That's what that appears to be, yes.
Yep. It says it in the description. She's a Wayland Yutani android. That's so fucking cool. Everybody who's listened to Hypecast before, listened to me talk about anything on anything here before, knows I'm into that.
Oh, yeah.
I do get the feeling that what we're about to see is a new Alien versus Predator crossover.
Yep.
They're buttering us up, right? I enjoy the other Aliens v Predator movies for what they are, the schlock they are.
I really enjoy Requiem just because of the idea of the Harvey Keitel, Winston Wolfe Predator.
Yes.
The fixer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally what he is in that movie. He's like, oh, God damn it. All right, I got to go clean this mess up.
Yeah, he's
so
like, these
funny.
dipshits. Gotta go blow up a small town.
Yeah.
But like
to
this...
murder an entire town in the Pacific Northwest.
And those movies were like the second one especially was grisly. They were like, listen, we're gonna murder a child immediately.
Kid gets face huggered. That's harsh.
But were they hard R's? It don't feel like they were.
Requiem we were in that kind of period in the mid-aughts where it was a lot of like kind of cartoonish CGI gore.
Right.
So it's kind of like it sort of is and sort of isn't.
There's sort of a mid-aughts look.
Yeah.
That we have since looked back on and we're like, that looks awful. Like where the technology all looks kind of too clean. Everything looks too sanitized.
Very Matrixy.
Even when it is R. Yeah. And so I think this is all to say, like, nothing against those films, but I can see a need for people to go like, let's try it again.
They also weren't very good. You know, like we could do this better. These could have been way more fun.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm fucking ready for this shit.
I'm plugged in. Is this going to come out before or after the animated one?
I think
the animated one's like
yeah, because this is November when this comes out.
This is so exciting. You know, I can't believe that Vinny Mancuso managed to predict that animated one when he tweeted, "Prey should be the template for all horror franchises. Drop a xenomorph into feudal Japan. Do Final Destination on a 17th century pirate ship. Let the ancient Greeks crack open the Hellraiser box." But it was he's just right. It was just all Predator. That's just all the Predators they're going to do. Feudal Japan Predator. Great. Love it. Put it in my mouth. I love it.
Oh yeah, and Predator on a pirate ship is it was an
That's
old
a comic. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was an old idea, early idea for Predator 2, like the first sequel.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how he's going to get the gun or whatever.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's part of where the flintlock might have come from. But yeah, that like a lot of these ideas that they're throwing around were like things that people had pitched, or so it's a little bit like the Star Wars stuff, honestly, where they're like, yeah, Boba Fett did crawl out of the freaking Sarlacc, you know?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Who cares?
It's funny because like this stuff can get very grating when it's something that like a franchise that's taken over the world, but Predator still feels like an underdog.
It's pretty low stakes, and I also like that it's pretty simple. There's not like real deep lore for Predator. It's very straightforward. Right. Sorry, but
I feel like a dipshit saying this. I feel like a mark, but like I wouldn't say no to Batman being there. Like I wouldn't say
the Batman
no.
versus Predator comic, the first, I mean, they're both good, but the first Batman versus Predator comic is fucking great, and you could make an awesome movie about that.
And I know that it's like directly pandering to my dipshit like fanboy mentality. But I'm like, if Robert Pattinson shows up and starts fighting the Predator,
fuck,
I will
watch
shit.
that.
Yeah.
I'd also watch the Twilight versus Predator franchise, so he can
Fuck
just show up in whatever.
Yeah.
Twilight versus Blade.
But if it was ever a Batman that is like on the level that could fight Predator, it is the Pattinson one, where it's like that's grisly enough that I could see like some gore happening.
It is extremely unlikely to happen.
Oh, it would be the dumbest thing.
Well, it's because Warner Brothers and Disney are. I mean, they're definitely not.
They'd have to Roger Rabbit that shit.
Fuck yeah, and that would. I don't know. I don't know. David Zaslav is written, selling everything, so maybe.
Yeah.
Well, that just gave me an idea. It's Predator versus the Acme team. I love it.
Yeah,
why
not?
Why not? Predator versus Roger Rabbit.
Predator versus Roadrunner. Like he's just painting the things on the side of the building. Predator's just going full speed into it.
Oh, what if they had all those skulls in that shot? One of them was clearly the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Man.
Have you seen the Tom Berenger film Sniper?
No.
Where he's training his protege, Billy Zane.
Oh my
Hell
God.
yeah.
How to be a sniper. I want to see the movie where the Predator is training Wile E. Coyote to be like better at getting this bird.
Yeah, why not?
Takes it on their wing. Takes it under
Just
their whatever.
hands him the laser cannon. He's like, here you go, man. Problem solved.
That's still going to end with the Ender Mid-Thunder like prey ending, where it just bounces off a wall and goes right back to his head.
Blows his own head off. Yeah, that is maximum Wile E. Coyote. You're absolutely right.
That's Wile E. Coyote coded. Yeah.
It is 100% Looney Tunes. She Looney Tunes his ass.
That's such a great sequence, though.
Sterling B. Hayden Looney Tunes his own ass in The Predator.
Yeah, he does.
One of the most shocking moments in that film. It's so
I'm trying to think of which one. What happens in that? I mean, I've seen all of them, but
he's wearing the shoulder cannon at the end.
Oh God!
And he just turns his head this way, and blows his own head off.
Shit!
Yeah, he shoots himself in the head. It's very funny.
Very funny.
Oh my God! Oh my God! That's some shit I would do. That's you know what?
Oh hell yeah!
I'm throwing myself onto the Predator's feet. I hope they see I'm an ally. I'm doing that one.
Yeah. It's
I'm going that direction.
It's 100% like a cracked style like observation because it just sits on his shoulder. It's like, well, what if you turned just like
Shane Black was always good at that.
Yeah.
Is that like the meta humor that isn't like
really drilling
in your
down
face?
into it?
Yeah. Where it's just like, yeah, that is something that might happen. You're right.
Well, it's like the funniest joke in The Nice Guys to me is when he punches his hand through the glass and it becomes a life-threatening situation.
It's so good.
Because it's just like, well, let's keep drilling down into this. What would this actually look like? What could this actually look like? Oh, that's really funny.
Logical conclusion. Yeah.
So anyway, this looks awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Next one is The Smashing Machine. This is the director and writer of Uncut Gems.
One of them.
Benny Safdie.
One of them, yeah. And this is The Rock. Go in for it.
The Rock wearing a Frankenstein headpiece.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks different.
He looks like a Street Fighter character.
But totally believable. Like, I don't know. If I was from 10 years ago, I might not believe that was The Rock. I mean, and I know it's The Rock because I can't unhear and unsee it. I think now that his visibility is so big. But, like, even like 10 years ago, I might have been convinced that was just some new guy that we found.
Yeah.
Oh, really? It's kind of convincing for me. Like in a lot of the clips they show in this trailer, I was genuinely like, man, that really doesn't. You could tell me that's some other actor, and I'd believe it.
Yeah.
My theory is that I think The Rock was doing too much, like broad 4-quadrant stuff, right?
I've said it before on this show. The Rock has bad taste.
Yes.
He picks really not high quality films.
Yeah, and I feel like my hot take on The Rock is I think he's always been capable of being a very good actor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Watch him in wrestling. Like
Yes,
you're like, oh,
wrestling.
he's good. Yeah.
Or this is frankly Southland Tales. He's good in
Wow.
that.
Southland Tales, yes.
He's good in that. The problem is that movie was Southland Tales, and I
Mhm.
think after that he was like, okay, The Rock, don't do anything like that again. Don't be weird. Just stick to the, do the
Well,
$1 billion movies.
Yeah, for like the first half of it, it was really smart. Like it was like he was like sort of very famous, him and his team, for very strategically picking these films that like just kept rising his star until at one point he was the highest paid actor in the world.
Right. And then I think like he got diminishing returns, and someone said to him, "You need a Foxcatcher," and he's like, "All right, I'll do a Foxcatcher."
Yeah. Oh,
And
that's
that's
exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all to say that like, or you need the wrestler, pick you. That's all to say
need
though
an
that
Ali.
it's like, yeah. But
Although
I
Will
think
Smith wasn't struggling at the time, but anyway.
No, but he was again, it's the like on 4 quadrant.
Right, I
Where
got to
it's
break
like,
out
I
of this
can-
type, yeah.
Yeah, I can do like an Oscar film too, and it's again, I think he always could, but it's nice to see him actually do it.
No, it looks great. I love Benny Safdie. If you guys watch The Curse, he's actually also a very good actor. He's my favorite
did.
of the two Safdies.
I did watch The Curse.
Yeah, he's great.
I
He's
did
so
not.
great in it. Like he plays a character that you just instantly know. Like you meet him in the show and you're like, oh, this fucking guy. Like I know exactly who he is. I don't know if he hit some sort of archetype for me, like some, like subconscious archetype, but I was like, this fucking guy. And I remember seeing him in Good Time too, the one he did with Robert Pattinson, where to his credit, I genuinely thought they had hired a mentally disabled actor to play this role of a mentally disabled person. I was just like, wow, that's intense casting. But no, that's just Benny Safdie. He's really good at like immersing himself in these characters that I don't know if he's anything like them. But yeah, I mean, especially in Good Time, I was like, holy shit. I found that out like a year and a half ago that it wasn't just some actor that they had, but that's crazy.
Yeah, he was an Oppenheimer too.
Yeah, he's an
All right.
Oppenheimer. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the Russian that wanted to go with the hydrogen bombing.
Yeah, he randomly shows up. It's like a little like Werner Herzog.
Yeah.
But
But it's interesting. They're doing this is the first one they're doing not with each other, and I think again these are like two guys that love pulling like Joaquin Phoenix style stunts. So they're saying that they're broken up, but I just feel like it's just for hype. They're not.
The other one didn't do The Curse, right? It was just Benny Safdie.
So they split up like a couple years ago and said we're not going to do another movie together after Uncut Gems, I guess.
Yeah, they're
was
Coen
the last
brothersing
one.
it.
Yeah, but like they made it seem like there was some big schism in their relationship. I genuinely don't think that's the case. They love playing like little pranks on people. If you watch the Uncut Gems like extra features, they have one where they're interviewing Adam Sandler by like putting like a little camera on like their like diner desk and having stuff increasingly happen. They're just playing a prank on him. I just feel like this is that kind of like media prank that they'd probably think is really funny. Penn and Teller style shit. I don't know.
there are a couple of Tom Greens over
Yeah,
here.
a little bit.
But whatever the
string
case, this
bean.
looks good.
The thing about the moose.
We didn't really say what it's about. It seems
It's about
to be
Mark
about
Kerr. It's about Mark
Oh.
Kerr.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with UFC or Pride or Pancrase, you guys know Mark Kerr. He's the Smashing Machine was his nickname. He's not dead, so it's not going to be that kind of movie. It's just he really struggled with addiction, but was really, really dominant. Like they actually had to change the rules in UFC because of you can hear them say it in the trailer briefly. But it's like basically his move was to just pin people down and headbutt the fucking shit out of them.
Oh my god!
That'll do it.
Wow! Is that
among
legal?
other things, but
Headbutt really takes the fight out of someone. So
yeah.
Oh my god!
I mean,
That's
his
insane.
name was the Smashing Machine, so like he was just very dominant and huge and violent, but also just couldn't get out of his own way. So
Right.
it's one of those kinds of stories, but also, yeah, I stress he's still alive, and seems to be living happily. So it's not going to be it's not going to be a full on The Wrestler.
Right. I mean, this. I like that The Rock is giving a very subtle performance. Like he's very gentle,
really
Yeah.
understated. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm I'm pretty excited for this.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Also, Bas Rutten is in this movie playing himself, which is thrilling.
Hell yeah.
No, it looks awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. I think that Safdie is really good at immersing himself in characters, so I'm hoping he got something out of The Rock that was, something good.
Probably did.
Yeah.
They're really pushing, like, this trailer is like, look how much everybody's crying. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I get it. He's acting. I get it.
And yet at the same time, it doesn't look Uncut Gemsy. Like, Uncut Gems is such a vibe of, like, Panic Attack, like, it was so high-strung.
Not at all, yeah.
This doesn't seem like that at all, so I'm excited for it. It's giving me White Claw. Or, like, was that what that movie
Iron
called?
Claw.
Iron Claw. White Claw, like the drink.
White Claw.
It's giving White Claw, guys.
Hard seltzer.
Haven't had that since college. White Claw. Giving me White Claw, guys. That's what this is called. When it's The Rock doing this kind of makeup, it's White Claw. That's what we're calling it.
Yeah, that's what undid the Von Erich family. It was White Claw.
That's really good.
I'm also excited about this next trailer, Heads of State.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
This is...
Put this in the theater, you cowards.
Yes, I agree. It's the UK Prime Minister and the US President team up to go on an action romp. The president is, I think, John
Cena, and the Prime Minister is Idris Elba.
Yes. And Jack Quaid is there because it's the summer of Jack Quaid.
Yeah,
it's
that's
always
right.
The summer
and
of
I just
Quaid.
have to know this is the director of Nobody, but more notably, this is the director of Hardcore Henry.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that's all to say that this is a movie that I feel like should be in theaters. I'm scared people are going to pass it by because in terms of action, it'll probably be a notch above what it like that director. He's one of the few people still doing like that bombastic, like Crank style action.
Yeah.
That's also practical. Lots of practical and weird action.
Yeah, and also a little Spielbergian in that he puts little games in it. It's gonzo, but like it's, like especially in Hardcore Henry.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of feels like he leaps from game to game in Hardcore Henry, but anyway.
Yeah, and this one, there's some shots that's like from the POV of in a guy's mouth, and one shot in this trailer, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be out of its mind. This is My Fellow Americans.
I was just about to say that. It's My Fellow Americans crossed with White House Down.
Yeah. And I'm so happy for Idris Elba because I think he's the kind of guy who really loves dumb movies and never gets to be in them.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets to be in them a lot. He was in that Lion movie.
The Lion movie. He was in the Hobbs and Shaw, right? That's a great
true.
show.
You're right. He was in Ghost Rider 2 from the directors of Crank.
Yeah, that's the one where Nick Cage pisses fire.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
This looks like
awesome. This looks like a $40-50 million action comedy that they used to put in theaters. It's a bummer, but it's gonna get put on Prime. Hopefully, people watch it.
They look like they're nailing it too. Like the getting John Cena and Idris Elba is like, that's perfect combo.
Yeah, it's not an obvious pairing. Like that's really good casting.
Right. I love that neither of them are like, normally you do like a Midnight Run where you'd have like the badass and then the scrawny guy. And it's like, no, they're both just swole presidents for some reason.
Right. They're both badasses. They're just like kind of different kinds of badasses.
John Cena, it's implied that he's like a Schwarzenegger, right?
Yes.
He's an actor turned politician. So he's not actually a badass, which I think is a very funny idea. That he's muscular, but he doesn't actually know how to fight.
Yeah.
But he probably knows like some stuff, like what's his name in Once Upon a Time from Hollywood, where he had the flamethrower and knew how to use it because he practiced with it. He might know some tech,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I just love this universe where people know who the prime minister is, and apparently he's been prime minister for more than a month.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, until this happens to him, right?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like,
now he's going to be prime minister forever after this.
Yeah,
they're just going to make him king.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
See how much ass this guy kicks.
Yeah.
Give him the crown.
Yeah, right.
So
make him monarch.
Should we talk about this next thing? Fear Night Prom Queen. This is a continuation
Fear
of the Fear
Street.
Street. No, I think
called
it's
Fear
listed
Night?
as let me
Really?
double check. Hold on.
I swear it was Fear Street.
No, it
Prom
says.
Night.
You know what's okay? You're right. I think so. Conspiracy theory. I think it was originally labeled as Fear Night on this trailer.
Yeah.
Because I double checked because I was like, surely it's Fear Street.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they like fucked it up.
Didn't mean to
Oh.
release it.
Yeah.
Or
No, I
typed
just
the
mean
wrong
like
title.
Yeah, typed the wrong title.
That happens.
So, yeah,
That
it
happens
is Fear
a lot.
Street. Fear Street because I was like, oh, okay, Fear Night. I get it. It's like it's prom night.
Yeah. I thought they were doing like a Red Mirror kind of thing, you know, where
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, yeah.
So yeah, this is a Fear Street. It's I liked all the others.
Me too. This is a new writer-director, though.
I'm
That's
excited
fine.
for that part. I didn't love the other ones as much. I mean, it's not that I don't love Fear Street. I always loved the fact that Fear Street was Goosebumps, but like one level up. And then
Yeah.
R.L. Stine also had his adult book, which I remember reading, his like adult horror book, and that one
Oh,
opened
me
with
too.
a blowjob. That one opened with a blowjob,
Yep.
and I was like,
Hell
"Oh,
yeah.
that's a different kind of." He is not a subtle man.
I will
He's
never
like-
I will never forget one of the opening lines. It's the lady saying he's making walrus noises.
Oh
no.
my god! Oh my god! Walrus noises.
Yep.
I don't like that.
Mm.
I
I
don't.
forget
I don't
what it
think
was
I've ever
called.
thought
It
that.
was called like Superstition or something. It had a black
Yeah.
cat on the cover.
Yeah, you're right. No, I like the R.L. Stine verse. I'm so glad that he's getting that bag. You know, good for him.
Yeah.
He's old
Yeah.
as fuck, man. He's like
It's about time.
yeah. There are many wolves within R.L. Stine. He got to start writing joke books for children.
He's
Yeah.
funny.
I think they have nailed exactly like when they did the Goosebumps movie and the Goose like, it was like, okay, yeah, this feels like the level of Goosebumps.
I didn't see
The
the
Fear
second one,
Streets.
but the first one, yeah.
Yeah, in the Fear Streets, it's like, okay, yeah, this has gore in it.
Yeah.
They're not watering it down.
It's, yeah.
They
It's really
but it's
Goosebumps,
not-
but grimy.
yeah, and it's like, okay, you're exactly nailing
Yeah,
the
the difference.
age group,
Mhm.
yeah, and the difference. And so I don't know. I like the other ones. I'm sure I'll like these. They're easy, you know. They're easy, but they're good.
Yeah.
Like that's all to say that they're not like mindless.
Yeah.
They're like I remember not expecting much of the other Fear Streets, and then being pleasantly surprised by how much they were willing to like tackle
How
on the subject
far
matter.
it goes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought the difference between Fear Street and R.L. Stine, or like, sorry, Goosebumps, was that Fear Street was all slashers, but in the
Pretty
TV,
much.
yeah, but like in the movie, it was like there was a witch, or like sorry, in the
Yeah, there was
possession.
Wasn't there
possession,
possession
so-
There were
in Fear
ghosts.
Street?
There were ghosts.
There were ghosts.
There
yeah.
were supernatural stuff, but a lot of them were like slashers or stalkers or like
Yeah.
because that's babysitter spook 'em ups.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's gory. It looks good.
Christ,
it has,
man,
like-
yeah, that's the girl got her head pushed through a bread slicer in the first movie. I
Yeah,
couldn't believe
I remember
Yeah.
that
that.
shit. Yeah, could not believe that.
When is this coming out? I assume soon because
Oh gosh, what did it say? May, I think. May. Yes.
man, I have not
May
opened
23rd.
I have not opened the Netflix app
Mhm.
in like a year. It feels like I think I do it for Delicious in Dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Any new British Bake Off.
Mm-hmm.
I'll clock in for the Stranger Things, and I'll do for Fear Street. But like I don't browse Netflix. You know what I mean? Like I never go like, oh, what's on there?
yeah.
Anything fun and new?
Nah.
I have to be told to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched Sakamoto Days on there. Not much else recently.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll watch this.
Ah, fuck yeah. I'll
And
watch
You
it.
know,
I just want to say that it's been 4 years since
that's fucked
Stop.
up.
previous Fear Street
Stop.
movies, and
Tom, you didn't
Yeah.
have to say that.
I
Stop.
refuse to accept that.
Yeah.
It's fucked
no.
up.
No. God damn it. God damn it.
What-
Stop.
When that first trilogy came out, my parents were still alive.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, man, we're so fucking old.
Yeah. Oh fuck. We are so
I-
fucking old.
Speaking of things that are taking a lot of time, we should talk about 2023's The Toxic Avenger.
Yeah. Yeah, this one took a while.
New trailer.
This is my
Yeah.
Snyder cut.
Yeah,
This is my
This
Coyote
is-
versus Acme.
this is supposedly coming out in August.
Yeah.
it really looks like they got the assignment. I remember being very cynical when this first got announced. And for better or for worse, it looks like they're like, no, we did it. We did. We're there. It's like Greasy Stranglers.
Macon Blair is a great director. I mean, who doesn't love Macon Blair? He's the best, and everything he's been in is also tight. Like Green Room, Blue Ruin, all those movies. And then he's just he looks like a great director too. So I'm just super psyched for it.
I just didn't think you could. And
you could
this
do
is
this. When they announced Peter Dinklage, I was like, okay.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's the fact of like, I was so scared they were gonna like just gritty it up or make it like try to make it earnestly, and it's still hard because I'm like, there is an element of like we have to ham it up, and we know we're hamming it up.
Yeah.
There is irony. Yeah. Yeah. It's not ironic.
And like in this trailer, I noticed like even the performances are clearly like they're purposefully being worse at acting.
Yeah.
Oh man, Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Pulling in his Maxine energy, I feel like. Maybe they just have Kevin Bacon in his
Oh my gosh, he was so great in Maxine.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Here's what I think it is. Ultimately, what makes this work for me is that I don't think this would have worked as well to me if it was all no names. Being like, oh, look how bad we are. I think what it is watching like Peter Dinklage be like slumming it.
Gotta get this cast, yeah.
Why did it take so long? Why did this take
Nobody would distribute it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't wait to find out.
Yeah.
I can't wait to find out why it took so long.
Well, I don't
think
understand.
They just really went for it. I think they just like, it's just going to be like,
it must
gross.
Be fucked beyond belief, yeah.
Yeah.
But like worse than like Mandy or something? I mean, like.
Right, I was going to say, like, why on earth? Because Elijah Wood is in this movie.
Yeah, and he loves horror.
And he has Spectre Vision.
Yep.
Which put out Mandy, among other things, like Color Out of Space, too.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be more.
Why didn't Spectre Vision put this out?
I think this is going to be more repellent. I think it's going to be more like Greasy
Way too
Strangler.
repellent. Oh,
yeah. I think it's going to be more like people going like, "This is disgusting," and it's like, "Yeah, it's the
awful.
Toxic Avenger."
Yeah, it's the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah,
I saw that movie way too young.
Yeah, I love that movie.
What they
I
call
had it on VHS.
They call him Mop something.
Toxie.
Toxie.
This guy. Gosh, Mop Shop.
Mop Shop.
Mop Shop. He's a janitor.
Yeah, in Mop Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be so good.
Yeah, it looks great. That's great.
Oh man, yeah. Let's keep going to this next one because this one is. I don't know what to think about this. This is. I know what you did last summer.
Oh
no title change. No title change. It's the same exact title.
And I was at first. I was like, all right, we're back into slashers.
Why not? Yeah. Let's try it again. I like the first one.
Yeah, and we're in an era where we're bringing back slashers, and we're like, yeah, let's do it. And then fucking we get the legacy cast.
Freddie Prinze Jr. shows up, and then Jennifer.
Yeah, and he's like,
sorry,
and he's like, this has happened before, and I'm like, wait.
They're like doing the Scream thing where they're like, he's back, and it's like he's not back. Somebody else is doing this. This is not one character. Ghostface is not one guy.
Right, because they set up the fact that they hit a fisherman.
Yeah.
That it's not
last summer.
Yes.
And then covered up the crime. It's like, what the? It's
like a really good guess that Jennifer Hewitt comes up to them and she's like, I just need to know, what'd you do last summer? Well, that's a great guess. It could have been last fall. Could have been last winter.
Right. Is it like a curse? Like it, what? This is like the dumbest movie to do the legacy sequel thing with because it's such a specific premise. It's not like Freddy Krueger. It's not The Exorcist. It's just these teens hit a guy and then he comes back to murder them.
Not to spoil another thing we're going to do later on, but there is this sort of idea of maybe that corner's just too sharp. Maybe there's just a turn in that town that's just way too sharp.
Clearly,
but it's a lot of fishermen walking at night having just murdered their son. Oh no, their daughter's fiance.
Right, because clearly it's not the teens they should be murdering. It's just like the people who are running the town.
Civil engineers who made that road. Yeah,
but like that's the thing is like the Scream legacy stuff, right? Is like they're like, oh, this guy's a copycat. You could have just done that here. You don't need to have that same motivation. You could just say, oh, the hook guy there's like someone dressing like the Hook guy going around killing somebody, and maybe he does have a grudge, but like the fact that it's the same exact thing is really funny.
Well,
to
this
me.
time he has a harpoon.
Like,
He's got a little
right.
harpoon gun.
Yeah. I
That's
do like.
cool.
I do like that they're giving him more fisherman weapons because he only uses the hook in the previous ones. But yeah, like doing what you described, Dave, is completely taking away what made this movie unique.
Right. I'm just saying, like, you could do something where, like, let's say the kids they didn't hit someone with their car, but let's say, like, they accidentally caused a death.
Yeah.
And someone.
And some other way, yeah.
It's
Yeah, and it's
unfriended.
the same. Right, and it doesn't even have to be the same town, but like the killer, he heard this stuff in the news and was like, I'm going to do the fisherman. I'm going to dress up and I'm going to, like, the fisherman now symbolizes, like, you know, I know your guilt.
That's, you know, what would have just been easier?
It's good.
You know, it would have just been easier just making a new I Know What You Did last summer.
I agree. And you know what? If you want the original cast, just have them in there playing different roles.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They used to do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, true.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly right. Make Freddie Prinze Jr. the bad guy. Maybe he will be. Maybe he's the fisherman.
Make him the fisherman.
Maybe he will be. Maybe that's the reveal.
He was a fisherman, and he was the number one suspect until the very end of the film.
That's right.
Yeah.
You guys remember the sequel where it was
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it.
Oh god, okay, I won't spoil it.
I mean, I've
It's a
seen
good movie.
it.
It's a good
Spoilers,
movie.
he
Yeah.
kills Jack Black.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, no!
Fuck, I gotta rewatch that. But yeah, I don't fucking know, man. I mean, whatever, make it. But like, because I wasn't like
I am
a big I Know What You Did Last Summer fan growing up.
Right. It's not like precious to me, but like,
but it's weird. It sure is a weird plot.
This ruins the premise. Like I was into this. I was like, oh, cool. They're doing another one. They can update it. You know, it'll be different because kind of popular horror is different now. It may be more hardcore. This is a good premise to play around with. I liked seeing him shoot the harpoon gun. I was like, oh fuck, cool. They're gonna give him like more fisherman stuff. Like, oh man, is he gonna like drown people in a net or I don't know. Feed people to sharks or some shit. And then as soon as Freddie Prinze Jr. showed up and was like, this has happened before,
God.
I lost all interest immediately.
Like, this has happened before. That feels like just a PSA about that turn. Like, this happened before.
Yeah.
Well, maybe just fix the road.
I mean, honestly, I'm still in because again, I don't care that much. I just don't. I think it's kind of funny, and I'm like, if they lean into like, I kind of wouldn't mind a movie that's funny, but doesn't take itself takes itself seriously. Yeah, I'm like, I'm all for like a dumb slasher. We've made so many of those. Like, if the kills, like, this is one where I'm like, if the kills are fun, then I don't give a shit. You know, they made how many fucking Friday the 13th? They can just.
I wouldn't describe them as fun, but yes.
Yeah, but it's just like, you can keep stacking these up.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit. I think it's like, for me, the biggest sin these movies can commit is if they're boring.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is like fun, then I'm in, I guess. If they do something with,
I just like what I like about this movie is the premise.
Right,
this really deflates it.
You're right that when you stand back from it, it's not actually a slasher movie, meaning that it's not like supposed to be like, oh, we make infinity amounts of these. It was a specific story. In the sequel, was
a
like
continuation of it.
It was a continuation. It was flimsy, but it was.
You know what's crazy is I read the book. I very clearly remember the book that the whole movie was based on, and the book plays out so differently, but you can't do it in a movie. The book reveal, the entire time, like, you're with the main characters, but the main girl has gone off and started dating this different dude, and they, like, put all the pieces together, and at the end, the reveal is, her boyfriend is the dude from the poster. Like, her boyfriend, you just can't see him because it's a book, so you can't see that he physically is the guy. So the reveal is, like, he's a younger guy, and he started dating her, and, but I remember that being, like, a really cool twist for, like, a teen book.
Right.
It was Lois Duncan, right? Is that right?
I don't. No. It was a book, so I don't know who wrote it.
And then in the book, the fisherman just stops swimming. He doesn't get blown up with the tank.
Oh right.
Yeah. He dies from exhaustion and rolls over.
Yeah.
How do you guys remember that? That's crazy.
Oh, it's Jaws.
Yeah, we're talking about Jaws. Jaws was just like one of the. I remember reading Jaws for the first time.
Oh, so
and
do
having
I.
that moment of like, I didn't know it was that time where you just assumed the book was
Right. It was
be
like
better.
the first thunderous realization that sometimes the movie is better than the book.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys knew the name of the author. I was like, who's Lois Duncan? She wrote the book. Okay. Here I was trying to flex about.
She was a major like a teen writer of the time. I just remember seeing Lois Duncan, like Lois Lowry.
I mean, I didn't know.
Gosh. I mean, obviously R.L. Stine, Christopher Pike, Fudge, Louis Sacken, I think was his name, the guy that wrote Maniac Magee. I just remember seeing all of these like names on these teen books. And Lois Duncan was one of them. That's the only reason I pulled it.
All right. Good work. I want to talk about this next one because this next one is called Him.
Oh man.
It's entry into the pronoun films I'm really excited about.
Yep.
Him, her, they, them.
Yep.
Men.
It's the substance but sports, right?
Kinda,
yeah. I don't know. I felt like it leaned way more heavily into like the occult, like cult aspect.
Yeah,
it
there's
looks kind of like
definitely
Suspiria with football.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a training cult.
It's crazy is I know the two guys who wrote it, or two of the three guys that wrote it, Zach Eckers and Skip Bronsky. Skip Bronsky. And sorry, I'm pronouncing their names wrong. Skip Bronsky and Zach Eckers. They did this podcast like a decade ago called Limetown that I was super into. And then I met up with them in Brooklyn because I do that thing where I'm just like, hey, I like your stuff. Come meet me somewhere. Right. And they don't know me from anyone. So, but no, they met with me. They gave me some pins. Limetown was my first ever like audio drama that I listened to. And it was so spooky. They made it into a TV show with Jessica Biel that wasn't that good. But like the premise of like Limetown is like this whole town disappears. This like kind of government town working on a project. They all just disappear. And this woman's looking for her aunt. You know, it's kind of like, you know, by today's standards, you're like, okay, that sounds basic. But then when the reveal is about like what's going on here and the episodes and the way that it kind of came through your ears.
It's spooky.
It was really spooky. But that's all to say that the ethos of that, or like the real idea behind that is just, it's about groupthink. It's about, you know, what people are willing to do when there's management telling them, giving them permission structure. So if that transfers over here, I would think that's kind of the vibe we're talking about here.
Yeah, it so does. I saw this trailer in theaters and I never switched from being bored to being so excited for a trailer.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was a sports drama.
Yeah.
And then it just swaps and you're like, oh, this is for me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. 100%.
And I love that Marlon Wayans, it seems like every 20 years is like pops in and goes, I can act, you know. And
well,
like, oh yeah.
I think that's stunt casting, right?
Requiem
for a Dream.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah.
It's just funny how he has that capability, and he's just like, I just don't like it. I want to do this dumb thing.
He's a funny guy. He's a Wayans.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, sure, I can act if I have to.
Yeah. If I'm backed into a corner,
It's like, it's going to be Whiplash, but for sports, plus the occult, plus like some demon shit. Some
Starry
Rosemary's
Eyes.
Baby. Yeah, Starry Eyes, that's right.
Ooh,
it's going to be Starry Eyes.
He looks like he's starry-eying a few motherfuckers in this trailer.
Yeah, he does.
He's the fanning them.
Yeah.
I just think there's also going to be body horror just because if you look at the poster, it's clearly invoking the substance. It's football with stitches and there's blood in the stitches.
You see that shot in the trailer. It's like a real quick flash, but it looks it's somebody sewn up to look like a football. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck.
I think this is going to be a lot of things.
Like,
it's going to be all fucked up.
Wait, so like a whole person or just like a part of a person?
It was just like a part of a person is what you saw in the trailer.
Someone's going to get tusked. Someone's going to get tusked in this.
Oh, no.
They're like, you know who plays football the best is walruses.
The sounds that they make.
Yeah. The sounds they make.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Just ask R.L. Stein. Here he is.
Yeah. This looks awesome. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah. Just shout out to the guys. I'm so excited they got a big project and it looks awesome.
Do you guys realize that means there's a non-zero chance that that's the noise that R.L. Stine makes when he's being blown?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Walrus sounds. Or someone told him that once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
And it just
the
stuck
walrus
with him.
noise.
The
I think
way
he
that
went
it
to
has
it.
stuck with me. It's never leaving me. It is never leaving me.
It's funny because I remember the blowjob. I remember that very clearly. I did not remember the walrus
Me too.
noise. It's like you open on
Because
it.
I
You're
was
opening.
too young.
Yeah, me too. just a tad. But you open the book and it's like mid blowjob. It's just starting.
Huh.
Yeah. It's like right after. She's rolled off of him and yeah.
The walrus
It's
noise.
fucked up.
The walrus
Yeah.
and what were those walrus noises at the end? That's basically the line. Yep.
I can't.
I was 12 reading that, I think. Yeah.
Perfect.
I was like,
We should talk
this
about
is
it.
not for me.
I don't think I read past it either, so I'm glad.
No, that was it. Yeah, as soon as I
Yeah.
got there, I was like, that's... Nah.
So you know what? It did its job then. Then that's exactly what it was
Right,
supposed to do.
yeah. That's probably why I put it up front, just to be
Yeah.
like, I mean, and I remember there was a thing on the front cover
Yep.
that said his
Said
first
Adult.
adult novel, and it like underlined adult.
Mhm. Well, that's why I
They're
thought
like,
I could
they-
read it.
They're
Right,
like,
yeah.
there's a blowjob, folks. They should have just put a blowjob warning like
Should have been the cover.
on the cover.
Yeah, exactly. Which is funny because I'd read a lot of Stephen King already at that point.
hmm Oh yeah, me too. I mean, I think I was already finding my parents' copy of American Psycho because I found it on a list somewhere of like banned books, and I was like, oh, let's check this out. And then
Christ.
yeah, like at 12, 13, checking that
Ooh,
book
oh
out.
no. Oh man,
Yeah.
no. I didn't read that until I was like 18, so
Yeah, no, that book should have a warning on it, like not legally allowed to be opened. It should have some sort of like imprint identification there. No.
We
That's
should
not good.
just
it should be
Not have
sealed like the
books.
Necronomicon.
Yeah, it should. You have to drop some blood on there. It should
Yeah.
be able to like read
Witch's
your age.
blood is the only
Yeah.
thing that'll open it.
Yeah.
all right. I want to talk about weapons. I don't know why we're talking about books when the
Yeah.
next trailer is weapons.
It's weapons.
Yeah.
'Cause
the
this
movie
is-
I probably am the most stoked for.
Yeah, I saw that. Did anybody see the teaser for it?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
the teaser for it is like some real like paranormal activity shit.
Yeah.
Where it was like it was more like Blair Witch, where it just shows the security cameras of the kids running out
Yeah.
with their little arms to their
Airplane
sides.
arms.
Or like, they're
Yeah.
like,
They're doing airplane
it-
arms.
And then it says like visit this website for more
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
And I remember watching it and going like, this feels like kind of schlocky, but why is it really creeping me out?
Mhm.
And then looking into it, I was like, oh, because it's the fucking barbarian guy
Yeah.
making it.
guy, yeah.
Not only that,
Zach
but
Kragers.
this is the one that Jordan Peele fired his management company over for not getting him the script. He
Wow.
wanted to get this movie. He wanted to make it so bad, and when they didn't get it to him, but he lost the bidding war, he fired his whole management company.
Amazing.
That's how
God.
psyched.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how psyched I am about this movie.
This
That's
looks so
fucking
fucking
awesome.
good.
Let's go. Let's
It's-
go.
Josh Brolin's there.
Mhm.
Fucking Silver Surfer's there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a whole classroom of kids just run out into the night, and we
One
don't know
specific
why.
classroom. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
all
then they're
Julia
like,
Garner's classroom.
Yeah.
yep, and then they're all haunting her or something.
She's having some dreams.
And then it's
yeah.
called weapons, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, right. What does that mean? Exactly. I kept thinking maybe this is like a Limetown. Maybe this is like I don't know. But the idea that Jordan Peele was furious at losing this movie, furious.
Amazing.
That makes me feel really good about it.
It's got Benedict Wong in there too.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
It's got people stabbing their face with scissors. It looks like
I
it
thought that
goes
was a
really
fork.
gnarly. Maybe a fork. You're right. It again, like, this is what I'll say: the name, and then of course that it's barbarian. That's the Kragers, Crackers, Zach
Mhm.
Crackers.
Zach Crackers.
That to me
he
implies
is the
that
whitest
probably,
kid you know.
Yeah.
That's true. It implies that it's probably going to take a few like turns, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what's expected of them. But I got to be honest, I would just accept like a spook 'em ups.
Just
You know,
the
like-
just the solution to this premise is enough. Like, this is enough of an offer. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
sound. It doesn't sound spooky. Kids running outside making airplane arms, but
Yeah.
It is.
Looks spooky.
Like,
It's really
imagine
spooky.
a whole neighborhood of them running out in the middle of the night doing that.
It's like airplane art. Yeah, airplane art is exactly right. I was like, is it vampires? Are they some government experiment? Is that what the weapons are? Like, I just don't know. Yeah.
And then never to be seen again. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
creepy. That's
it's
creepy.
such folktale shit. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, that's catnip for me.
it's
Yeah.
one of those starting premises that, like, from a writing perspective, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea.
Mhm.
Like, I wish I thought of that. What a great opening premise. Oh,
The problem is where do you go?
right. And so, yeah, that's why I'm like, I bet he did a really good job with that. So, like,
Yeah.
100%.
I'm very excited to watch whatever this is going to be. Fuck.
Real quick, I saw an interview clip with Stephen King talking about, like, he was on a talk show and they asked him, was there ever any idea that you just never could pull off? And he talked about this story about, like, a haunted bathroom in an airport.
That's cool.
Basically, this guy, his wife goes into the bathroom and he's just waiting outside the bathroom for her. And then she's just not coming back out. And then after a while, another guy comes up with his partner and she goes into the bathroom and she doesn't come back out.
Oh, no.
And so just
Oh,
like
nice.
a bunch of people keep going into the bathroom and never coming back out. And like the army eventually gets involved and stuff.
Oh,
And just
wow.
nobody is coming back out of the bathroom.
That's
oh, my
great.
God.
And-
Because that's just on a real fear you have when you're in the airport.
Yeah.
Like, someone's going to miss their flight because of the bathroom stuff. I think also just guys fear when women enter the bathroom and they could take forever. You have no idea. How
What are they doing in there? You
Yeah.
know?
Well,
What are they?
that creeping fear.
he said the reason why he didn't do anything with it is because he couldn't figure out what was in the bathroom.
You know what? I highly respect that.
I
Because
respect that.
another writer would go, I don't need to figure it out. Like, I
But
have
it
mystery box
has
this.
to be good enough to like
Yeah.
to make the premise satisfying, and that is such a huge offer that, like, yeah, I can see, like, I have no idea what you like.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I just brought that up because this is a similar situation where, like, I have no idea how I would end
Yeah.
where all these kids went.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I know how to end both the Stephen King one and this one. Werewolf. Yeah. Nobody will
Crocodile
like
or
it.
werewolf? Yeah, I was gonna say
Crocodile.
toilet crocodile, but
Yeah.
Well, why would they make your arms go out like this? I thought vampire, because making them fly.
Yeah, what you said makes way more sense,
Mhm.
but I like my answer.
well,
Well,
if the
you-
vampire is Scott Stapp,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's just supposed to, the reason they gave you that website is because you're supposed to associate it with the events of Barbarian, which is also on the newspaper article that they send you to the website of. So it's supposed to be like this exists in the same world as Barbarian.
Oh,
I'm not sure if
fuck.
that's not sure if that does anything for you, but
this is extremely for you as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that this is
Well-
different kinds of catnip for all of us.
I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Now this looks so good. This looks so good. I'm almost more excited about this than anything else on this list.
That's what
Yeah,
I
I
said. This
think-
is my most.
yeah.
This
Yeah.
is my most hype movie for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
I cannot
I'm hyped
wait
for a
to
lot
watch
of these,
this.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. This and Him, I think, are my
I'm a
biggest
big-
ones. But like Heads of State looks fun as hell. Like
Yeah.
this was kind of a good slate of trailers this week.
hmm
I'm a big fan of just a straight up spook 'em ups. Like
Yeah.
a movie that I find underrated is The Woman in Black, where it's
Oh,
just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
let's take Harry Potter and put him in a haunted house, and there's like a creepy lady,
Mhm.
and let's just make you creepy out.
Just make
and,
it spooky.
and, like
Yeah.
that movie has some, like, it's not perfect, but like I actually found it really effective. I still haven't seen The Woman in the Yard, but that's one to me
Oh
that's
my
like
God.
catnip, where I'm like, oh yeah, look at that creepy
Oh,
lady.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
put this fucking freak ass lady in the yard.
Yeah.
she goes
fucked
through
up.
shadows. Yeah.
And
Okay.
so I don't know.
Stuff like The Innkeepers.
Yeah,
Yes.
Innkeepers fucks me up.
Yeah, Ty
Oh.
West, yo. Like,
Mhm.
love that. Love like a Ty West early 90s kind
Right.
of part. Like
Right,
set,
it's a
set in the early
cliche,
90s.
but I'm
All
like,
of
give me
his
a Victorian
movies.
ghost.
Yeah.
I
all
saw
of
the
his movies.
devil. Fucking
all of them.
the
they're
Sacrament.
all yeah, and then all of the Pearl X, the Maxine, they're all from different eras.
But yeah, they're all straightforward too. But he's executing them in really cool ways.
Yeah.
100%. Delaware's Ty West. Gotta represent.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of those. We have that and the guy who directed the video game Until Dawn. That's what we got. And they actually work together on projects. Yeah.
I
Oh,
still
word.
haven't seen that. That's
Yeah.
out, right?
It is
the
out,
Until
yeah.
Dawn movie, but that's David S. Sandberg. I'm saying the video game, like the PlayStation game that it's
Yeah, for sure.
Ah.
Yeah.
The
One
one
of my
with Rami
favorite
Malek in it.
Yeah. It's a great game. The movie's okay. We saw that last night.
It's pretty cool. I haven't finished it, so don't spoil it for me.
What?
Yeah.
It's a great game.
Wait, is it on the streams? Wait, you're talking about the game.
The game.
Is the movie's in the theaters?
Yeah,
Yes.
we just saw it last night. That's okay. It's okay.
All right.
It has nothing to do with the game.
No, yeah, but I did think that was kind of an interesting way to adapt it, where it's just like, oh, this is kind of like you trying over and over again to get through it.
Yeah, exactly. It's that experience of it. Exactly.
I like movies.
Yeah, I like movies.
Hey
Let's
guys,
thank some
thank
more
God.
producers.
We love movies. Yeah, let's do that.
Big old thank you to Burrito,
Thank
the
you.
skankiest slut in town. Thank you. Thank you to Buy Jis and Pargins. Highly controversial new book. I'm starting to worry about this Black Box of Doom out now.
Thank you.
Thank you to Chester's Prophet. Thank you to Christopher Robert Sparts Esquire.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to Dan Hackroyd.
Thank you.
Thank you to Dave. I've escaped your hellhole country until June. Rough. Thank you
God bless.
Thank you to David
Knife Boot.
Henson. Thank you to Deborah's awesome barber is great and cancer can go to hell.
Thank you.
Thank you to Dr. Slaphammer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to Driftless thinks he can dance like Barishnikov up Mount Everest.
Can't.
Thank you.
Thank you to Exploding Runes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
All right, let me take the wheel. Thank you to Funky J. Mostly comes out at night. Mostly.
Thank you.
Thank you to Heathcliff's Helping Handfuls.
Thank you.
Thank you to Highlander likes the way Tom says pretty sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you to Ombre.
Thank you.
Thank you to Impossible Worlds. We have your Swaim and will release him for the cost of your subscription.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you to Joe Man, the annoying skeleton.
Thank you.
Thank you to Lieutenant Frank Drebin, Police Squad.
Thank you.
Thank you to Look Mime on a podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you to Mackenzie, fuck shuffling with Willem Dafoe's confusingly large dick. Chill.
Thank you.
And thank you to Mike the Lurker.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Fucking Joseph Kosinski, who's Top Gun Maverick, Oblivion, Tron Legacy, and F1, is doing Miami Vice. Which in my head I was like, didn't we just do this? And then I looked it up like, 20 years ago.
And that was kind
Son
of
of
the
a
best
bitch.
case scenario for a Miami Vice movie because it was literally made by Michael Mann.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
I didn't grow up on Miami Vice. So when the Michael Mann made that one, I was like, why? And then this one, I'm sort of like, also why? But clearly
Why?
people like it. And I'm such a Joseph Kosinski fan. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do
Get
it.
Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx back.
Yeah, why not?
Who gives
Well,
a shit?
There was that thing a little while ago. Brandon Strassenberg, is that his name? Strassen? He's from Twitter. I just know he's like a movie critic who's on Twitter. Made a big deal about Miami Vice coming back, or like he was watching it in a theater or something, and like it just like went viral. Like this guy's tweet about loving Miami Vice, and I was like, is this why they're making it again? And I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know. I guess people. I again, like I have nothing against Miami Vice. It's just not something that I like seek out. I guess, but
It's pretty cool.
also this is going to be written by Dan Gilroy, so I'm like, I'm going to see the shit out of that.
Okay. Like,
This is going to be terrific.
Yeah. I liked the Michael Mann Miami Vice.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I concede that it wasn't what anyone was expecting, myself included. It was not
But
Heat.
yeah.
It was not Heat starring Tubbs and Crockett.
Right.
Although no, it kind of was Heat starring Tubbs and Crockett. But
Right.
anyway, there's a John Hawkes that gets run over by a car in the beginning.
Of course there is.
It's a real
Of
John
course,
Hawkes
that's what
role.
happens to him.
that's what he does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he does.
His
Huh?
life is pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a great. Like, I don't know.
It'll at
I'm
least
just
look
like,
cool.
yeah, exactly. I know nothing about Miami Vice, so they can tell any story they want, and I will. And I'm sure it'll be great
just a cop show. They're two
Yeah.
vice detectives in Miami,
in Miami. Got
and
it.
they're stylish and cool.
Got it. All right, that's easy enough.
Yeah, they wear
So-
linen suits and
So
not
Bad
linen,
Boys.
not
It's
not
just
not
Bad
Bad
Boys.
Boys. Yeah,
All right. Well, he should make a Bad Boys.
way less comedic than Bad Boys.
All right. All right. This is like Boomer Bad Boys.
What are we gonna get for Don Johnson? Who are we gonna put in there?
Colin Farrell,
I'm telling you.
We're just
get-
recasting.
yeah,
Okay. We're just
Colin
doing
Farrell
this.
and Jamie Foxx, get them back.
why not? They're
Get 'em
still
back.
good. They're still good.
They're still good.
Yeah, they're still good.
Yeah.
They're still good.
They're so good. Just a little airborne.
Yeah. So we got these new Oscar rules that are like the rules where you're like, wait, new rules?
Shit.
The rules are that you have to watch the movies to vote on them, which I guess wasn't a rule before.
Oh no, this is a huge open secret.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
I think
you wrote about it actually, Dave.
Yeah, where people would absolutely not watch the movies, and it's like it seems like a bad award. And so now apparently there's already loopholes. So they're requiring them to
loopholes, yeah.
Yeah, they have to watch it in an app, but they figured out that they could just press play and then just like leave. Obviously,
that's literally how I do all of my training for work.
Right. And yeah, exactly. And
just
it's funny because technically you could do that for any movie, right? You just play it and walk away.
But like, how disrespectful! Like, are you really just showing you don't give a shit like about movies?
Right.
Is
like,
that really what you're showing?
Movies. I'd pay to watch these movies.
Well, what?
I get it.
You get a bunch of screeners, and you're like, I'm not going to watch all of these. Like, it's like I think all that's going to result in is way less people voting.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Wait, so it's like to vote in a certain category, you need to have seen all the movies in that category.
Apparently.
Is that how it goes? Yeah. Okay. That's
or in order to vote,
fair.
or in order to vote for the film you voted for at least.
You have
that would be more reasonable.
Yeah.
For the Oscars, for I think myself and I think a lot of average viewers, it's all I'm asking of the Oscars is don't be weird and embarrassing. So like nominate the right movies and then like. Just not, make everybody go, really? What the fuck? Like that's all people are asking for. They just want to watch. It's like, it's like sports. It's like, give me something to gamble on. That's all. And to say like, ooh, I think this will win. And not feel like alienated by it. And so it's like, I don't know. I don't care how many people are voting. I just want them to like give a shit, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But also, I'm like, it's the Oscars.
It's the Oscars.
So they can do whatever they want.
It's a trade show.
Yeah, if I learned that the cigarette smoking man was like deciding the winners, I'd be like, all right, well, good for him.
But we just need another Moonlight. We just need another Moonlight situation.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, do
slap
that.
Like
a
real fucked up thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of,
sorry, it's just always.
Oh yeah.
Because it's, that wasn't the correct phrase, but like these are just like industry awards, so it's always been a little funny to me that this is essentially like people going really crazy to sit down and watch like the JD Power Awards every year.
And honestly, let's do it for that too.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Let's do it.
Speaking of the Oscars, Sinners is doing really good.
Fuck you, Variety.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Variety.
Sinners is doing
great.
What
did Variety say? Did it just give
Variety,
a bad review?
No, Variety was the one that was like, I'm not sure if they're going to make its money back. Wasn't that Variety or Hollywood Reporter?
I don't know.
I think it was Variety. It was like the first weekend was like, you're not going to make the money back. Like it was a weird thing. They focused entirely on the box office and they were like, Sinners is never going to be able to make back. It's like $120, like $120 million. $120. But it was like, it just framed it as this very like, oh, well, this is why people can't have like R-rated special movies like this. And it was like, it's like pretty racist. It didn't say it on the surface, but it's a pretty fucking racist like thing to just be like, this movie made $60 million opening weekend. And like, because it immediately didn't make back its entire box office in a weekend, like really? You're going to judge it on that standards? That's fucking nuts.
They really didn't want it to,
right.
It seemed like.
Because of the deal he made.
Exactly.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It just, I think when it comes to box office stuff, I think the problem with like the media and reporting and like predicting, because there was also this narrative of like original films are failing at the box office. And then this blew up. And so you have this like, okay, you have two movies that did really well. The Minecraft movie, which is like the opposite completely. And then this movie, which is like extremely original and good. And I think it all comes down to vibes. And I think that's why you can't really, in the end, it's like there were some really good movies. There was really good movies that did not perform well in the box office this year that were original. And you could go through each one and kind of go and figure it out where you're like, okay, well, Novocaine, I think people were waiting for streaming, or like, or like, like Companion. It's the Jack Quaid. People look at Jack Quaid.
People look at Jack Quaid. He's got enough money.
Yeah, and they're like, he's a streaming guy. We stream him. But like, it's all to say it's all vibes. So like, Sinners was just like, we're an important IMAX movie.
Yeah.
And people are like, got it. This movie looks gorgeous. Like, you look at Novocaine, they're like, we're not trying to win best cinematography here.
There's so much behind it too. I mean, it's a different level. Like, it's not going for the things that
right.
Yeah, it's not. Novocaine never wanted to be, nor is reaching for Sinners level. I mean, Sinners it's incredible. It's like a different experience, and it was selling out IMAX. Tonight is the last day you can get an IMAX thing, and it is sold out everywhere. There's not one seat available, as opposed to Thunderbolts. It's like available everywhere.
Yeah,
opening.
I really think that whichever piece did it, like I'm sure part of it was trying to sabotage the perception of the film because of this deal that Ryan Coogler made.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
They all hate it.
But now, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I just have a theory about what the box office responds to now. Just looking at like the last, 4 months. I don't think it's original versus remakes or adaptations or whatever. I think is it a kids movie? Then it'll do good because people like bringing their kids in. Or does it present itself as like a serious capital F film? Meaning that you look at like Thunderbolts, which looks good, but Thunderbolts is like, we're having fun. It's fun. We're doing fun. And I feel like right now nobody's really going to the theater for like fun comedy action where it's like easy. Whereas Sinners is like, this is going to be intense and it's going to be big and hardcore. Like, I think it's just like, if you say like this is going to be big in some way, that's not just like we're having fun, we're doing action comedy, people will show up for it right now.
Yeah, to
and
your
maybe
point,
that'll change.
To your point, I mean, they're desperately trying to market this new Marvels movie as being darker and A24-ish. Like, they keep saying, this is our A24 film. This is Florence Pugh said that in the thing, and they just ran with it, like saying this is the director of Beef and the cinematographer for Everything Everywhere All at Once. They're really just literally made an ad where they were just like, this is A24 as Marvel is A24.
Right. And I hope, honestly, like, it seems like they're doing a good movie, and it, like, oh yeah, I hope people go out to see it because I bet it's really fun in theaters. But like, I do think like we've had sort of that like action comedy, like nothing really matters, Deadpool tone, kind of slapped on a lot of stuff lately.
Oh yeah.
And I think that tone to people, whether or not they know it, translates to watch it at home. Like that's the vibe I've been getting. And I don't know if I'm right there. That's just my theory.
No, that
like
sounds
what's
right.
working and what's not at the box office.
But also like fuck variety, because that movie Sinners had the lowest ever drop, like ever, or like it's just some crazy thing like that. It only dropped 4% between opening weekend and the second weekend.
That
so it's
is
now
crazy.
It's now made all its money back. Like it's the most startling. If you're just going to look at it in terms of box office, it's the most startling thing, because it's just gone from like, will it make its money back, to being like, oh, it just did and then some in the second weekend, you know?
Yeah.
It's already a success now.
Sinners is
now
number 3 right now at the box office.
Yeah.
Right now, top 3 is a Minecraft movie, which is a kid's movie, Captain America: Brave New World.
How's that
Which
possible?
presented itself,
Still,
itself as a thriller, as like, this is serious, big movie.
That was out
Sinners,
like a month ago. Yeah.
2 months ago,
Sinners.
February.
Jesus.
Could you guys... Oh, no. Can you guys guess what number 4 is?
Oh,
It's obvious when you learn it.
I just saw Until Dawn. Let's see what else was out.
I'll just say.
Wicked?
No. So, wait, where is Wicked on this? Okay, Wicked is not high on this list.
Okay.
This is domestic. No, it's Mufasa.
What? That also came out forever ago.
Because it's a kids movie.
Yeah.
And people bring their kids, but it also presented itself as very serious and like epic. And yeah, it's, I don't know, fucking Snow White is number 6.
I can't believe that's still in theaters. That's crazy.
Also, something called Dogman is number 5 because it's a kids movie.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for Dogman. It's like based on a book, I think. Is that right?
Yeah.
Or comic? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Captain Underpants guy, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely. Captain Underpants guys.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I look at like Mickey 17 is way down, and you're like, why? It's Parasite, and I think you watch that trailer, and the trailer is like, we're having fun. It's fun, and so many people are like, well, that'll be on streaming soon enough. Anyway, it doesn't look like it's big and epic that needs to be like. It's not like an important film that needs to be seen. I don't know why Wicked's so low. Like I think Wicked kind of blows my theory up a little bit because. That seems like a theater movie, but
there's always going to be outliers for like for the special things.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm just jazzing. I'm just flapping.
I like
my lips.
it. No, I believe it. This all works for me.
I just think ultimately it's hard to predict box office because it's just like, yeah, original films aren't doing good until they do.
Right, exactly.
Like, until one of them does.
It's the man. It's you don't know what you don't know, and it's ultimately people are going to respond to good movies.
Yes. Yeah, the inverse isn't necessarily true, meaning that a Minecraft movie, for example, can be any quality and it'll probably do really well. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, people will go see the Minecraft movie.
Yeah. Chicken Jockey.
Chicken Jockey.
Who can resist it?
I have a
That's
friend
what
who
Sinners
works.
needed.
Yeah, Chicken Jockey, exactly. Just bringing up all the ancestors from the past and future, and Chicken Jockey, or like she's talking about the hates, like all the different things you could be besides a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them is just the Chicken Jockey.
Chicken Jockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should think it's a chicken jockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't you admit that those white folks killed you and now you're a chicken jockey?
That's perfect.
Yeah. Should we thank some more producers?
Yeah.
All right. Big sloppy thank you to Norm from Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, a thank you to Norm from Cheers. Undying love for Ridley Scott's Kingdom of Heaven.
Thank
you.
Thank you to, oh shit, it's Candyman.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to Numino Ultramicroscopic Silicol Volcanoconiosis Anti-Disestablishmentarianism Jones. Thank you. Thank you to Psychic Bigfoot.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to Pumpkin Spiced Eggnog.
Thanks.
Thank you to Rev MD.
Thank you.
Thank you to Ricky Cilantro.
Thank you.
Thank you to Robert.
Thanks.
Thank you to Rosemary's Baby from Eraserhead. Thank you. Thank you to Ryan, the Silly Money Goose.
Thanks.
Thank you to Screaming Horse Pyramid. Thank you to Sorry Cop, world's most laughable centrist.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let me take over here. Thank you to Steven.
Thank you.
Thank you to the conveniently placed self-destruct button on the top of every baby's head.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Midnight Patron with patrons at midnight.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Oatmeal Savage.
Thank you.
Thank you to the To Be Terror Bunny thinks you could use more Rutger Hauer in your diet.
Thank you.
Thank you to these 7 Bs.
Thank you.
Thank you to Tiger Drawers Pratt Thompson. Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Thank you.
Thank you to Tip Drizzle.
Thank you.
Thank you to Tux.
Thank you.
Thank you to Vincent.
Thank you.
Thank you to Will Rhymes with Bill or Bill Rhymes with Will.
Thank you.
And thank you to your mom.
Thank you. Woo!
Excuse me. Thank you. Dave.
Woo! Woo!
Dave.
Woo!
We don't have a lot of time left.
Woo!
Before we all wake up and run outside doing airplane arms and never come back.
Yeah.
So before that happens, before that inevitability, do you have a movie that deserves more hype?
I sure do.
You magnificent bastard.
This one is... There's no real gimmicks for this. It's a movie that's coming out weirdly soon. May 9th. And it's called Sharp Corner. And it's weird to me that I hadn't heard about this movie until like yesterday. Because I think the premise is delightful. It is about a dad, a family, but like the dad mainly, they move into a new house and they realize that, I know what you did last summer style, their road has a sharp corner, hence the title, that keeps causing fatal car accidents. And then the dad slowly gets obsessed with that fact because it keeps happening The mom is horrified, but the dad starts getting kind of obsessed with the idea that he should be able to help.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts taking like CPR classes, and he gets really weird and intense, and he doesn't really have anybody to like talk to about what this is doing to him. And then in the trailer, it's at least implied that he's starting to create the car accidents or
Really?
encourage them so he can save people.
Oh,
And
wow.
that dad is Ben Foster.
You gotta love it.
Sure
Yeah.
is. Oh man.
Ben Foster.
I love
Yeah.
I love a good maniac, and Ben Foster was playing S-tier maniacs for 2 decades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Glad
really
he's popping
special
up and
guy.
stuff.
It has very high reviews on the Rotten Tomatoes. It seems to be tackling the idea of like toxic masculinity, but in kind of a way that
Yeah.
is not conventional. Like they talk about how he's not really a macho man. He's actually like really open about his emotions and keeps talking about it. But it's like he keeps subtly manipulating it. And I really like that idea of like, because everybody, it is like a classic macho fantasy of like, what would I do? I want to be a hero in this situation. And so like him just kind of subtly, they show in the trailer him like putting out the garbage, and he puts the garbage
Garbage
can
can, yeah, he's
a
pushing it
little
all.
far in the road. So, like, yeah, that might cause an accident.
You also see him
Oh,
spraying down the road with a hose to make
Yeah.
ice.
It
Oh,
keeps getting
shit.
escalating. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was pushing it away because he was like he was trying to not go in the road. But you're right, he's pushing a little too far.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
like he's trying to like slowly cause the accidents
wow.
to happen. And so yeah, it sounds like it's most reviews are saying like it's a pretty like tight and straightforward thriller
Great.
about this idea. And I just think that starting premise is really good of just like, what if your house was outside like one of those roads where people just keep fucking crashing into this same area, because that is a common thing. That's a thing that happens. And about how it's just psychologically scarring this family who keeps watching fatalities happen in their yard. That's great. What do you guys think of this trailer?
It looked fucking amazing. Like
Yeah.
phenomenal. Yeah. Heavy
looks
to
great.
deal with. I have like trauma around car crashes, but like this looks amazing. I'm definitely gonna see it.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this one.
Yeah,
I think it's coming on VOD and I think select
Oh.
theaters. Let me check. I'll
Word.
check. What are you gonna say, Tom?
I was gonna say I'm a big Ben Foster fan.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's popping up and stuff because I kind of felt like he never really took off the way he should have.
Yeah.
Because like in 3:10 to Yuma, he's amazing.
Yeah.
But I was just going to add that we kind of lived on a street like this growing up. It was in a stoplight intersection of a major road. And there were constantly accidents, and there was one really bad fatal accident that I remember. I know there was more, but
Yeah.
it was
when
sort of like this.
When I lived in Florida, there was a main road that was 4 lanes and then a middle for whatever lane. So like people turning left would just kind of go into that middle lane, and then the speed limit was like 50. And so it was just like, yeah, this is just a way to make head-on collisions happen all the time. There's those roads where you're like,
For
bad
sure.
road.
Yeah. Oh, and man, there's also a real notorious one up near where Marina grew up
Yeah.
in like Matthews County.
Yeah, death roads.
Yeah,
And,
death roads.
Death
Yeah.
Rose, yeah.
Sometimes you make a fisherman, sometimes you make a Ben Foster.
I think both movies, it's just like you got to call the city council. This is their
Yes.
problem.
And I can confirm this is on VOD as well as select U.S. theaters May 9th.
That's exciting. I'm really
Yeah.
excited. I had no idea about this one, so it definitely needed more hype.
Yeah, that's like next week.
Yeah.
It was just like what the hell, like this is like, it's not like experimental or anything. It just seems like a really fun fucking
Just a
thriller.
pretty straightforward thriller with a really good opening offer, like a really good premise.
Yeah,
What if
and
Ben Foster is the fisherman?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go.
Hell
There we go. He's a perfect age for doing that.
I did mean to point out when we talked about I Know What You Did Last Summer, Billy Campbell's in it. He's the Rocketeer.
Oh yeah, good for
Billy
him.
Campbell. Wow.
So there's a world where he's the fisherman.
Hell yeah. Yeah, probably.
The Rocketeer might be the
this
fisherman.
movie-
Anyway.
It's not a huge role, but this has How I Met Your Mother in it too.
Yeah, and she's supposed to be great. Like,
Oh,
Cody
according to the
Smulders,
review.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the reviews are saying like it's not a big part, but she fucking does great.
Yeah.
And she's like established as her own character going through her own process and how she's reacting to it is important. So that's cool.
It looks
Yeah.
great. The whole thing looks great. I'm so glad you guys introduced that to my eyeballs because this is now one of the things I'm most psyched for.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It
Sharp
looks really
corner,
good.
folks.
Yeah,
Sharp
definitely.
corner.
Definitely check out the trailer.
Yeah. And then the podcast is complete.
Yay.
Thus concludes Hype. We have done it. We hyped. That's a sode.
Yay.
Woo!
It's a frothy sode.
Woo!
Woo. Drew,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank
you
you.
for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for going on this journey.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Anytime, guys. Anytime. You know me.
Of
Anytime.
course. Always a delight. Do you want to plug some stuff at the
Yeah.
end once more?
Yeah, we're going to do a Patreon. I probably should love with that. We're trying to start a Patreon soon. It's going to be called The Reactorverse. You can check us out. It's like the Reactorverse stuff is pretty much on the web at different places right now, but it's going to be great. It's going to be really fun. And yeah, I mean, I'll be starting that pretty soon, and probably like sometime early June. So if that's something you are interested in, or you just want to support some full-time creator, check that out. So that's gonna be cool. That's all I got
Right
going
on.
on right now. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We have a Patreon. Patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. GAMEFULY unemployed. Check out for $5 you get a bunch of podcasts. You get Fox Mulder's a Maniac. You get Star Trek: The Next Futurama. You get Tom and Jeff Watch Batman. You get Spiel Boys. And you get our new show Himboos, which is about supernatural. We watch movies every Friday night that you can kick in a little more for that. Plus those podcasts. We watch just everything. All the
Anything.
movies.
Anything
Yeah.
is possible.
Anything.
We have watched both Titanic and Microwave Massacre.
Yes, we have. So you never know what you're going to
Heartbeeps,
get.
Dave.
Heartbeeps.
Heartbeeps.
What's the one you guys
Holy
showed?
shit.
What's the one you guys showed the other week with Gerald Butler? That was incredible.
Jared Butler. Law-abiding
Law-abiding
citizen.
citizen.
Law-abiding citizens.
That's
hell
That was
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Surprisingly great.
Yeah,
Surprisingly
it's not a
good
bad movie.
No, good
Movies are
movie.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sometimes show good movies and we sometimes show bad movies, but it's always a good time. We also have a store. Head over to gamefullyunemployed.com where you can find a link to our Teespring store. We have all kinds of cool original artwork by cool original artists like Michael Vincent Bramley, Starlene Hodge, Justin Brown, and others, so check that out. Rate and review our podcasts wherever you listen to your free podcasts. Check out our new show, Badical, Badical. And goodbye. Right?
Bye.
And goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey, listen, our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can find him on twitter.com as the Corlew or go to shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our channel artwork is produced by Michael Vincent Bramley. For more of his work, go to mvbramley.art. Our episode artwork is by Justin Brown, available on Twitter as Justin T. Brown or at artnessbyjustinbrown.com. And finally, additional artwork is by Starlene Hodge. You can find her work at starlenearts.com or on Twitter as StarleneX. Cool. Goodbye.